Hello, and welcome back to the second part of my Stardew Valley min-max guide. Today's day 3, a rainy day. It'll always rain on day 3 in Stardew Valley no matter what. So we will take advantage of this and do some catfishing today. Catfish are by far the most profitable fish that we can catch right now. So we want to take advantage of that whenever we can. Right now, I'm at the ocean. Catfish can only be fished in the river, but we need to go to the ocean right now because we need to sell our fish to Willie to buy some stuff. But Willie's doesn't open until 9 o'clock, so right now we're just kind of stuck fishing at the ocean until he opens. But again, we want to take advantage of our time, and whenever we have we need to wait for something to happen, we should be doing something else. So we're fishing right now, get a little extra money. I select what fish I want to sell, and I get a good amount of money for bait. We'll need a lot of bait, also some trout soups, because those catfish are hard to catch, and the trout soup will help. I take everything, including the chest, which I'll store stuff at the river in, and I'm heading to Clint's right now to buy a copper ore. I didn't get any copper ore from fishing. If I did, I wouldn't have to buy one. But basically what I want to do is trigger the cutscene tomorrow where Clint shows up with the furnace recipe. And he does that when you get a copper ore. So that's why we went ahead and did that. Wouldn't have had to buy it if we got one from fishing yesterday, but we didn't from a treasure chest. But that's okay. Copper ore is cheap at Clint's. So I think this is a catfish right now. Yeah, our first catch was actually a catfish. Wasn't too bad to catch. Usually they're pretty tough to catch. I've got most of this sped up here because again fishing isn't too exciting to watch. Another catfish there. Catfish are pretty hard to catch. I'm going to probably end up missing some. I think each of them sell for $3.75. Is gold quality maybe? I don't know. Maybe more than that. They sell for quite a bit of money, which is why we want to focus on catfish. Chubs are nice for energy again because of the cost energy ratio, and shads are fine, a little extra money, but we want catfish and treasure chests. We want a Neptune's glaive, that would be great. If not, broken trident would be good as well, but we want some sort of weapon for the mines because the regular sword you get at the start takes like 20-30 hits. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it takes a lot of hits to kill even just like the slimes at the first levels, so we want a good weapon. So I really haven't talked about the strategy for this run and why we need so much money and all that good stuff. So basically the goal of a min-max run is to make as much money as possible. Fishing isn't going to be how we make all of our money. Fishing is good in the early game, get a lot of money, but in the late game it won't be sustainable. We need to be farming some stuff because we don't have to do anything we don't have to do as much for farming. We just plant stuff, let it sit, and we're good. We'll still be doing other stuff during that time, like completing stuff for the 100% perfection challenge, but we want this summer, it's the second month of summer, to have fields full of starfruit, and then during that fall we turn all that starfruit into wine, so that by the end of the year we have a lot of money. So in order to get enough money for fields of starfruit this summer, we need money to buy those starfruit seeds, because starfruit seeds are 400 gold per seed, and I'm looking to plant maybe, I think, 600 to 800. I forget how many I plant. I plant a lot. I plant like, I think, end up planting like 600 or 800 starfruit seeds. And they cost $400 per seed, so we need a lot of gold. And to get that gold, we're going to be going to Skull Cavern. Now, Skull Cavern in itself is a challenge to get to, because not only do we need 42,000 gold to unlock the desert bus, the bus to the desert in the community center, we also need the skull key from the regular mines, the bottom of those mines. So that's just for unlocking Skull Cavern to get the money for the starfruit. We also need sprinklers, quality sprinklers for the starfruit. So we need iron, gold, and quartz, and a lot of them, because we want like maybe 80 sprinklers, something like that. So there's a lot to do, a lot to keep track of, and it's hard to balance everything. So again, that's why I need to plan everything out in advance, restart days if I need to, and it just takes a long time. So yeah. So we're coming up past midnight right now. We've gotten a good amount of stuff from treasure chests, a good amount of catfish, a good amount of fish. I'm pretty happy with today. I probably restarted this day a few times, especially if I missed a catfish on my first one. I was like, nope, I'm restarting. But we got a good amount of ore. Ore is nice because it saves us money. No matter what, we need enough ore to smelt bars to upgrade our pickaxe. We're going to be going for gold level pickaxe by day like 11 or something. So we'll be needing quite a bit of ore, and we can buy it from Clint, so that's our safety net. But any ore we get, we don't have to buy, save some money, so it's nice. There we go. Level 5 fishing. Get a little bit of extra sell from our fish. And here we go. The 4th day. So there we go. We got that furnace recipe from Clint. And I do a little bit of sorting through the chests. I obviously, sometimes I'll pause the game, pause the video recording, and calculate exactly what I need to sell in order to get money for the next day. There's a lot of me doing that because I don't want to sell the day of, because it's a waste of time when my shipping bin's right there. But having said that, you need to know exactly how much money you need for the next day, so you have to plan accordingly, which is a challenge in itself. Today we're going to be doing mountain fishing because if it happened to rain today, we'd probably do catfishing again because that's most profitable, but if it's not raining, catfish don't spawn, so mountain fishing is the next best option. Largemouth basses sell for quite a bit, and bullheads are fine. Carp isn't great, but then chubs are also fine for having energy, because we need energy, and if we don't have enough stuff to get us energy, we're going to have to spend money to buy salads from the bar, because that's the best thing you can buy, like right now at least, for energy. I think actually, if I remember right, I'll be heading back to the farm before I pass out in order to sell the fish I catch today, because we need around 12,000 to 13,000 gold tomorrow, which is quite a bit of gold, but that's kind of what we need to stay on pace for this run. We'll be spending it on ores, iron ore, gold ore to upgrade for the pickaxe. We'll be spending it to upgrade the pickaxe, I think, maybe. Buy some kale seeds. I think our parsnips will be ready, so we want to replace those. Again, we're farming for XP. Kale will give us like the best XP. So yeah, we need a lot of gold tomorrow. Again, at least 12,000, 13,000 preferably. So something that's probably important about the technicalities of the recording that I'm doing is that right now it's September, right? When I did this run, it was maybe January, February of this year. It's a long time ago, and the reason for that is when I did the run a while ago is I wanted to share this. I wanted to make YouTube videos out of this because I was pretty impressed with the run. I only got up to about winter, but we made a lot of money, and I didn't achieve perfection yet. Maybe if people are interested, I'll pick it back up and continue from that, but right now I want to focus on making these videos, doing the voiceovers for them. But I kind of lost motivation and had a lot of stuff going on, so I'm picking it back up right now, and hopefully people can still enjoy the videos even though the video footage a little outdated like 6 months ago. I mean, the gameplay is still probably relevant. The voiceover is going to be recent, so should be fine, and hopefully people still enjoy it. Hopefully people still get some good information out of this on Stardew Valley, or just how to play the game better, more effectively. And again, this is the min-max run is for fun. It's for a challenge. I enjoy challenges. If people like to play Stardew casually, then this might not be for you, because this is you're trying to minimize the time needed to do everything. You're trying to maximize everything you could do. There's not a lot of time for just enjoying the game. And now, being that said, I've had plenty of time to enjoy the game. I've had plenty of when it first a little bit earlier when the game first came out, I played with I played before the multiplayer update came out by myself, and then when the multiplayer update came out, I played with friends. So I've had a lot of time to enjoy the game, and I think it's a great game, one of my favorite games. And I've been wanting to make these videos on it for some time now, so glad I finally am doing it, got around to it, and we'll see how they are. But for now, we'll shift the focus back to the game. We fished quite a bit, again, trying to get as much XP from the perfect catches and max casts. We got a good amount of gems, a dressed spinner from chests, so not anything that stands out like whoa among others, but the rubies, emeralds, 250 gold each, those are nice. 2 gold ore, that saves us 400, or maybe even more than that, maybe 750 for, I forget how much the ores cost from Clint's, but we'll end up needing to buy some gold and iron, so again, whatever we get, save it. So again, I calculate exactly everything I need to sell, and I go ahead and do so. And I overestimated how much time it took to get back. I probably could have fished for a little bit longer, but I decided to spend this time gathering some wood. I think this was actually an important move on my part, because tomorrow we'll need that enough wood for a chest for the mines. So yeah, I stand corrected. Make sure you have enough wood, or make sure you have enough time to get wood for that chest. Now we're on day 5 now. I'm gonna be checking the weather and fortune teller. Unfortunately, today is a terrible luck day, the worst luck day. So that's unfortunate. We're going to the mines today. We have to go to the mines today because today is the day the mines open, and we need to, so I'm just naming the dog because why not. But anyway, our parsnips grew. We need to pick those. We're selling those today. We're gonna be doing a whole lot today. I can't remember everything that's going on today, but today is the day where things happen. So I'm heading up straight to the mines. Hello, Linus. And we're just gonna try to get to floor 5, floor 10, and get enough copper ore to smelt 5 copper bars. We need 5 copper bars today because we're upgrading that pickaxe to copper tier. So I'll kind of show you in this video how even with the worst luck, you can still get to floor 5, floor 10, and get enough copper you need for this run. It might take a few tries. I'm sure I remember this day took me like maybe over 5 tries of restarting because you need to get to Clint's before 4 o'clock, but you have until 5 o'clock to do the upgrade. He'll stay at his counter until about like 5 o'clock, maybe like 5 o'clock, but his door will close at 4 o'clock, so you need to be there before 4 o'clock. And you need to be starting to smelt copper bars way before that. They take about 30 seconds each, so in-game 30 minutes. So you need at least 2.5 hours of just, or maybe they take an hour. Again, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played Stardew Valley, so I remember a lot, but I don't remember everything. I don't remember exactly how much time everything takes. I think they might take an hour each. I think quartz takes... No. Copper's 30 seconds, quartz is an hour. Iron bars are 4 hours? Or, I don't know. Maybe iron's 2.5 hours, and then gold was 4 hours. Again, doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to remember, but we managed to get to floor 5, I think it was. Floor 5's pretty good with for only, what, 2 hours we were here. We only had 3 hours of the day. Got here around like 7 o'clock, so floor 5 in that amount of time, pretty good. I think I'm looking up what I want to take with me right now. I know we're going to probably try to push for floor 10. If not push for floor 10, we're going to be trying to farm more copper, because ultimately we want 30 copper ore, 25 for the pickaxe upgrade, and then 5 for the community center, and then we need a lot more for making more furnaces. So actually right now we need 20 to make a furnace, plus 25 for 5 bars for the pickaxe upgrade. Those are the musts. So right now we need 45 copper ore, which is quite a big task in such a small amount of time, because we need to get out of here around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. We ignore the slimes. Although killing all the enemies, after you kill the enemies, there's a increased chance for staircases to spawn. It's not worth it. They take way too long to kill, unless you have like the Neptune's Glaive. If you got lucky with that, go ahead, feel free, because they're like one shot probably. This floor is nice because we get a lot of copper. Again, I'm just tanking through the enemies because I don't care. I just need to mine the copper. I need to try to get to floor 10. And I've got some parsnips to heal as well as give energy. You generally want to eat food for energy, not health, because health is kind of like a skill thing where you could kind of control it. There are some times where you need to just tank some damage and might need to heal, but generally you can try your best to keep your health up and avoid enemies. I guess that should go without saying, but it's tough, it's hard. I think I am preparing to go to Clint's now, grab all the ores, some a geode, and I don't know exactly why I checked the door there, but right now I am buying 1 bean starter because we'll need a green bean for the community center, and then 25 kale seeds. That should be enough to that I think times 2 is enough to get me to farming level 6, which is for the quality sprinklers. Now, I want to get through this cutscene. I go back by the bus, then I come back to town to trigger the cutscene, and what I'm doing is not skipping this cutscene. Normally I'll skip cutscenes in a Max Min playthrough, but here, if you skip the cutscene, you're going to go back by that bus stop in town. If you wait through the whole cutscene, you'll actually end up near the community center, and you need to get into the community center to check the little Junimo stash thing, whatever you want to call it, bundle, in order to get the quest to see the wizard and whatnot. So, you see here, we made a furnace. We bought whatever copper ore we need, and yeah, we're just kind of waiting around right now for our stuff to smelt. Now, you want to make sure you have enough money to buy, you want 30 iron ore, 30 gold ore, but if you don't have all the gold ore right now, it's perfectly fine. You might get more while fishing, or next time you come back to upgrade your iron pickaxe, you can buy more gold ore. However, for the iron ore, you need 30. 5 bars for upgrading the pickaxe, 1 bar for the community center. That iron ore we'll be able to smelt while we fish or while we're at the mine. Same thing with the gold ore. We don't want to have to do this thing where we just dance around the furnace inside of Clint's office. Kind of weird. Clint's probably like, what the heck's this guy doing? But give him our copper pickaxe. Or we give him the regular pickaxe to upgrade to the copper pickaxe, and we're out. We have the iron ore we need for next time in 2 days when he finishes. We grab some forageables. Gonna organize the inventory a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day fishing. Probably at the mountain lake. If it was raining, we'd go to the river for catfish. But yeah, we're gonna head to the mountain lake and try to get more fish because we're gonna need the money. We just coming, like, again, we won't get to Skull Cavern until like maybe day 17, 18, something like that. So we need to get as much money as we can, as fast as we can. We need to mine as much ores as we can, get as deep in the mine as we can. It's always something to be done. So we bring the furnace with because we want to be smelting our iron ore and gold ore while we fish. And there we go. Starting to fish. Days really 6 through like 10 are gonna be all fishing though, because we won't have the pickaxe because it's just gonna be upgraded. We need to upgrade it to steel and then to gold, which will take a few days to like day 10. So we also need the money for that, so we gotta fish. It's not really fun just fishing. There's some exciting parts like getting treasure chests and whatnot, but overall fishing's probably one of the more tedious things in the game, and especially the tedious parts of this run, but we kind of just have to get through it. I encourage you to, if you skip through this video, I talked about some important things while I was fishing earlier in the video, but the next few videos, if you really don't want to watch the fishing parts, I understand, feel free to skip it until I get to like the good stuff or whatever you want to do, but I'll try to, you know, say some important stuff while I fish about the playthrough or about Stardew Valley or whatever the case may be. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fishing. We're gonna also need to sell enough stuff to get about 5,000 gold for the iron pickaxe upgrade. So that'll be done tomorrow. We're going to try to sell minerals and stuff before fish, because eventually at fishing level 10 our fish will be worth more, so we want to try to sell other stuff than fish right now. We'll probably have to sell some fish to get enough money, but that's kind of the idea. The fish will be worth more later, so prioritize selling like diamonds or minerals first. So that's the end of this day. Level 8 fishing already. Just kind of crazy. Day 5, day 6, level 8 fishing. So yeah, that's the end of this video now. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.